let's talk about how to get more done. How do you get people to do more things? For many of us, what we focus on is about engaging the mind. But how about thinking about engaging the heart? I remember reading somewhere in the Bible when God said he's going to take his law and put it in the heart of people so they have it here instead of reading it from a tablet or from a book or from a scroll. Now, as we go around, whether you are a leader, you are a team lead, you are a manager, you're a business owner, how do you get people to do more? You're a family head, you're leading a team, you're a project lead. How do you get people to do more? You've got to engage two things, their minds and their hearts. Well, incidentally, or for unfortunately, many of us focus that the world has molded us to always think about engaging the mind alone and not thinking about engaging the heart, the emotions, people. I've said it countless times. I think it's been proven scientifically that the way we think affects our emotions, and our emotions affect the way we act. And the moment we act, we get results. So why don't we engage the mind and also engage the heart? I had an experience when I walked into when I went to a hotel, and I was lodging somewhere, and when I walked into the bathroom, I saw something. I'm going to read it out. I was moved to write it down. It says, important guest notice. Every day, millions of towels are washed in hotels around the world, many unnecessarily. If you would like to be environmentally friendly, please adopt the following procedure. 1. Towels left on the rail mean I'll use them again. Okay? And then I'm not sure I'm not sure I put this correctly. So, but I'm going to go on anyway. So the thing is, so they said towel left on the rail means I'm going to use them again. But I think if you leave the towel on the shower or the bath, it means that take them away. So when I read that, the message was people come into hotel rooms and because they've paid. So you have some hotels, you have sometimes maybe up to 3, 4, 5 towels folded and kept for different reasons. The question is, I'm not judging anyone. You choose what you want to do. But the question is, do you have to use all of them? So some people, and maybe you're just staying for one night. Some people use the towels to clean their shoes, use the towels to do this, to do that, to do this, to do that. If you have to use all of them, by all means. But if conscientiously you do not have to use all of them, that's what I'm taking out of this. What's the point? It's number 2. If you don't use all of them, please keep the ones you have not used there here. Keep the ones you have used and you want us to take away here. Keep the ones that you're still using on this other place. So when the housekeepers come in, they know which ones to take away. Because when you keep both the ones you've used or the ones that you want to be taken away and the ones that you have not used that are still fresh, you lump them together. The housekeepers will not know. They lift everything and it goes down to it goes through the washing line, waste of energy, waste of resources, and that impacts the environment. The moment the picture, if people just say, keep this here, keep used towels here, keep this one here, keep this one here, naturally we tend to feel they're telling me what to do. Who are they to tell me what to do? But when they explain the philosophy, the thinking behind the actions or the instructions, you are moved, like what I just read. When you know that those little things you do can impact the environment positively or negatively, you are moved, you are impelled, you are triggered, you are motivated to take the right actions. You're no longer thinking that they are telling you what to do. You're now thinking this is the right thing to do for the environment, for everyone, for my children unborn. Because if I don't take care of the environment, my children is going to meet an environment that is not conducive. What am I leaving for them? You see, it sends you thinking, it sends you deep, it sends you beyond, oh, they're asking me to do stuff. If we take this lesson into our work life, how do you deal with your team? What does your team hear? Does your team here see everyone in the team, your team members, do they see you and them as working hand in hand as partners in progress? Do they hear compliance? Do they hear rules and guidelines and all of these and do's and don'ts, red tips everywhere? Or do they see this as that's the goal? This is where we are. We've got to walk up to hit this goal and we've got to do it together. We all are important. Do they see the spirit behind every move you make? If you own a business, what do your employees think? Do they just think it's work? Of course, you cannot move everybody in the right direction. You cannot do that. And then even if everybody moves to the right direction, there will be early adopters. There will be those who would take a while for them to, I don't think it's gonna work, but let's see. You will find all of them. But this is more about leadership. This is more about how do you motivate people to do the right thing, and they would feel good that they're doing it by themselves. They're not being compelled, they're not being pummeled, they're not being unnecessarily strangled to do it. And that's where you get the most powerful results, because you won't need to be there. What about your children? Do you, when you make rules and you put guidelines in the house, do you explain to them why you think that is for their protection? Of course, you've got to do it for their protection. I'm not talking about people who abuse children, but really, you want to do this because you love them and have that conversation with them, because the idea is you will not always be with them. There's a saying, you cannot prepare the road for the child, but you can prepare the child for the road. You won't be there always. You can't be there to take all the roadblocks away, put the bridges everywhere, make sure that all the signs are working, the traffic signs are working. No, but you can prepare the child to know the traffic light is bad. You need to use your senses. You've got into a junction, cars are going left, right, and center, everywhere is busy. How do you cross? When you get to the railway, what do you do? And all of that, you can prepare the child for that. You cannot prepare the road for the child. Now, if this makes sense to you, share this video with your friends and family. Let's see how many more persons we can empower. I can't reach everybody, but with your help, we can reach more people. We can help more people to grow. Personal development and growth is a big subject. And every day we keep learning so that we keep growing. We need to become like trees that never stop growing. And for us to never stop growing, for us to continue to grow, we need to keep learning. We need to keep sharing. We need to keep expanding. You can take this subject I just discussed. You might agree, not disagree, but let's make the subject a better one by debating, by talking. I need your comments below if need be, wherever you're watching this. Get back to me if you think that you agree or disagree, and let's talk some more. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel. Like always, my sincere desire for you, my friend, from the bottom of my heart, is that you go on succeeding. But your success, as you know, to a large extent, is dependent on you becoming a better version of yourself. When you're becoming better than you were yesterday, by tomorrow, become better than you are today. Bye for now.